I got in trouble when I was maybe 15, 16 years old. I got arrested for armed robbery with a firearm, and I just didn't know better. I grew up in a family which I thought being a gang was being part of being that was an everyday life. My grandma was a gang member. My grandpa was a gang member, and I didn't know better.
You know, I live in a really nice neighborhood, thankfully, and the people in my neighborhood, their kids have very good lives, very bright futures, but everyone knows that life is much harder for kids who grow up in inner cities. They often come from poor, single-parent homes, and too often get involved in gangs and criminal activity. We went down to National City, California, and met some really great people who have devoted their lives to helping at-risk kids in their neighborhood.
National City is a very nice neighborhood, a lot of single-family homes. We do have a gang problem, and we have problems with drugs, as in any other community. The Community Youth Athletic Center pretty much started out in 1991 in the backyard of Mr. Carlos Barragan Jr. and Carlos Barragan Sr. Pretty soon, we had so many kids that we had to find a bigger building. With the help of UPS and the Barona Band Mission Indians, we were able to expand to the facility that we have now. We handle about a dozen kids per year, and they are all at-risk kids. All these kids are kids that have been kicked out of various other programs. They come to us, they need a family, and we provide them the family, we provide them the guidance, and we provide them the ability to succeed in life.
My name is Jose Vargas. I got involved in the gym probably approximately around 1997. After I was released from Rancho del Campo, and now I'm applying for the National City Police Department, and hopefully everything goes well. Hopefully next time I talk to you guys I pass and I'm a police officer.
There are many benefits to the kids that come through here. The biggest benefit is that we will not see these kids in the prison system or the criminal justice system.
The CYAC is a great example of ordinary citizens taking responsibility for improving their community. You'd think city officials would do everything possible to support their efforts, but instead, the city wants to replace the gym with a swanky high-rise condo. Jeff Rose is an attorney for the Institute for Justice, the nonprofit public interest law firm that represents the CYAC.
Right here in National City is really one of the most egregious examples of the abuse of eminent domain that I've encountered since I joined the Institute for Justice.
What they're saying is, this is what we're going to do, and we want you to cooperate with us. If not, we're going to eminent domain you and take your property.
Eminent domain, as you might know, is the traditional power of government to take property for a public use. Really, public use has traditionally, until about the end of the Second World War, really just meant a public use. In other words, the government could take your property for a road, or a school, or a post office, or a military base, or a public park.
If the city was coming in and saying, we're going to build a road here, or we're going to build something that's going to benefit everybody, I don't think we could really fight with that. But what they're doing is lining the developers' pockets and lining their pockets.
Brad Ralston is the Director of Redevelopment in National City, California.
There's two key boundary lines. There's the redevelopment plan area, was the red line, which was the whole redevelopment area, and then there's the area within that where the agency has the ability to use eminent domain. Within that footprint of ability to use eminent domain, as I understand it, there are 600 or 700 parcels in that area.
The typical eminent domain story is a modest neighborhood or a modest collection of small businesses that a wealthy developer wants so the developer can transform it into high-rise condominiums or a big box store.
I believe our residents want redevelopment. They want to see their city, move forward. They don't necessarily engage in the details of that, such as eminent domain. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not sure how many of the residents would know what that even means.
Yes, my name is Cesar Enriquez. I've past president for 3 terms here at the National City Eagles 2712. And the eminent domain concerns me very deeply because of our roots here in National City, and I think it's an unjust issue that not is only going on in National City, but throughout our country, of government officials and private developers coming in and just wiping us off the map.
Just right from the very core of my heart, I think it's wrong to take away somebody's property when they don't want to sell it. So anytime you move, it's a bad thing, and this is my street traffic where we're on the mile of cars, and we are the closest motorcycle shop to the world's largest naval base. How many hours of sleep have I already lost? You know, I've lost a ton of hours of sleep. You just sit there, you can't, what are you going to do? There's enough uncertainty in business anyway, and then literally not just pulling the rug out from underneath you, but pulling the concrete slab and the land that you're working and building on, that makes it tough, you know, so.
The benefits of redevelopment are predominantly economic.
If all you're looking at is money, and that's it, I'll agree with them that, hey, you know what, get rid of everybody here. But that's not what life's all about. That's not what this Constitution tells us.
The argument against eminent domain is an easy one to make because it's fundamental to property rights, which are fundamental to, you know, the American way, the American dream.
As you can see, we have a boxing ring. We teach these kids not to give up, to fight for what they believe in.
On June 19th, 2007, the CYAC held a public rally to protest the city's plans.
The government should not be taking your hard-earned property and your American dream to give to rich people to build condos for other rich people. National City often talks about blight. They say that everyone here is blighted. They have 2/3 of the city under a blight designation, and it's been like that for almost 40 years. Take a look around. You people are Americans. You're not blight.
Well, I think it's a shame what the city's trying to do to our gym. It's trying to take it away from us. You know, a lot of people have a lot of, you know, hope and dreams when they come to the gym, you know, to get through their everyday lives. And, you know, it's a shame that the city's trying to take that away from us, you know.
That's my home right there, you know. I started at 8 years old. For them to take it away, it's pretty tough.
We'll save our gym, baby. Save our gym.
Following the rally, the City Council held a public hearing regarding their redevelopment plans.
Completed by next March. And now we're ready to move forward on some of the remaining portions, including Chula Vista National City and of course the city.
At our last hearing that we had here, one of the kids came before you and told you, I was the one that was tagging your places. I was the one that was breaking into your homes and so forth. But because of CYAC, I changed my life.
You can bring in an incredible, beautiful condo tower with lots of tax money, but it's not going to do the same amount of good that we're doing. Just consider that. Have open minds. Take a leap of faith. Okay? Just please keep supporting us. Do the right thing. Save our gym. Thank you very much.
When it's all said and done, Your Honor, we're not going to move. We're going to stay here. We're going to stay in the location that we are right now. Because I think the people expect it.
I think the impression is being given out there that we are trying to kick the kids out, and in this, it's children and abundance. You get these two things, you get a lot of sympathy, and you get cameras when you do that. And there's been, I think, a lot of approach to go out there and try to sensationalize this, as if the city was doing something bad to you. And I'm here to state for everyone right here and now, that is really a bad rap that some members of the organization have tried to give the city, because we have worked diligently, and we will continue to work diligently to find a good location.
On July 17th, 2007, the National City Council voted to move forward with their plan to redevelop the city using eminent domain.
We had a council person last night who sort of spoke to eminent domain being a tool, in that he equated it to being sort of like a police officer's gun that best when never used, but needed in order to sort of keep the peace.
The threat of eminent domain is like having a gun put to your head when you're negotiating the sale of your home. It's just not a negotiation at all. People just don't have a choice when eminent domain is on the table.
Our whole focus has been the kids. We are not going to quit, and we're not going to let them down. They know that we are a family, and this family will take care of them. They may not have both mother and father at home, but we are here for them. We are their family.
For Reason.tv, I'm Drew Carey.